Okay, so today we will introducing new topics, quadratic formula. This is very important part. We talk so many kinds of classes. Actually, one of the objective here is try to talk about this one, quadratic formula. I thought when we talk the homework part, review the homework part, some of you guys already mentioned A equal what, B equal what. Actually, it's partially of our topic here. All right. So let's see quadratic formula. Let's just before I begin, I'd like to talk about this one. Let me clear here. Just before we move on, we still talk about this one. Say what I earlier say, x plus 1, right? So square equal x square plus 2x plus 1, right? We use these kinds of knowledge and go back to earlier. We say polynomial multiply. We talked about a square, a plus b, and square will be equals to b squared. So you can notice that one. So let me do some proper transform, right? So this one will be changed to x, right? Square plus 2bx, right? Plus b squared. All right. So if we only know these two terms, how to find this term? So you can notice one is the coefficient of this term. Coefficient of this term is 2b. Yeah, well, just half of that one, right? 2b, half of this one, and make it square. So where we got this term, right? That's the thing. That's the key part. The thing. How to, when you only give these two terms, how you find these terms? Make it became a square, right? Is this come from? When the coefficient here is 1, the condition here is coefficient here is 1. And then 2b, half of that one became b, right? And make it square. So you can got a third term as this third term. After add this third term, you can complete this kinds of square. That's the thing. All right. So in general case, how we would didn't find something drive so good, right? Write these kinds of directly. They didn't write this thing out directly. So what journal writing? Their journal writing will be more different. They will write something like this. You guys, that's why I use red here. It's so important, right? All right. Let me go back to see copy earlier example here. Earlier example from our homework. Right now we say 74, right? Let me go back to 74. Just wait a minute. All right, so let me go back here. Earlier, what do we say? Earlier, we have this kinds of thing. Actually, the copy is not so good. Let me rewrite this part. Actually, is earlier homework part we didn't is 9u squared minus 11u plus 7 equals 0. Earlier, just like this kinds of description, most of the time they didn't write exactly as what we expect. So good. The coefficient, let's say, is already 1. No, most of the time not. It already have something like very complicated kinds of, the number is big, and there's multi kinds of expression. This is relatively complicated, right? Something like general case. That's what I general cases. So in this case, how we complete the square. All right, so let's do this one. So suppose a here is not equal 0. A is not equal 0, right? And so what we need to do next step, we need to take this A out, make the coefficient of this part become 1. So it means we both sides need divide A. Or you can say both sides divide A. When A is not, because A is not equal to 0, see, we can say both sides divide A. So this part will be changed into like this, right? All right. So at the same time, we move this part. All right, let's do this part first before we move, right? So in this one, that's why I always mention, make sure the coefficient here should be 1 before we do any complete square root. Okay, so what will be changed? What will be changed? So this one will be changed. B became B over A, and this part be a C over A, right? Somewhat changing. So just like when we review the homework, we keep these two parts and move this one to the right, So we'll be changing into x squared plus b over a x is equal negative ca here, next c over a. So how we complete this became a complete square. Right now we need to do just like we say. We make this part. We now here coefficient here is 1. All right, that's good. And the second one, we make the coefficient of this part here became what? Half of it. Half of it. Half of it is means half of it is, right? This is half of it. Is it correct? Can anyone talk? Can you talk, guys?
Yeah, that's correct. I don't know if I can talk.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Half
We
of
are
it.
silent people.
Too silent. Make me looks like I'm solo here. So next, it's half of this one, and then make it square, right? So we add this new, introduce new term. This new term come half of this part and square it. So we need to do the same thing as the right part, right? Left to right, we do both the same term as left to right, right? It's the same. If you take this off, you go back, it will be the same, right? If you go backward. If you go backward, these two terms is the same. So will be go back the initial, right? Okay. So
is that supposed to be a 2 or a z?
Which one is z? No, two. No z here.
No, like the one below that. The one next to the A, it kind of looks like a z.
Two. Yep. Okay. I think someone joined a new one. Gabby. Yeah, Gabby joined. Oh, sorry, Gabby. Sorry, Gabby. You joined. Oh, today I have pretty more people joining here, actually. Nice. Today I have 13 people in this group. Earlier, I didn't saw so many people in one group. Sorry, I saved something first. Okay. All right. So, Gabby, you coming a little bit late. Let me explain a little bit more for you first as well, so everyone can review this process as well. Okay. Firstly, normally kinds of writing, they didn't write like x squared plus bx plus c quickly, right? So they would be a little bit complete, like when we homework do some, like these kinds of cases. They have different coefficient. And these kinds of journal case, we can use it ax plus bx plus c in these cases to express it. So how to fix this, how to get a solution of these things? Firstly, we need to make sure the coefficient of this a became 1, right? So both sides divide a, So you got this part, divide a here, divide a here. So you can get this expression. After that, we move this one to the right, And I try to complete the square right from here. So what we add here is a new term. New term here is this part from here, B or A. Half of it, and then square it. And then do the same part right here. Same thing, left or right, add the same term, B over A, half of it, and then square it, all right? So what's the next step? I mean, use different color, make sure we can understand. So next it means this one can be a complete square, right? We can complete a square. So complete square is what? This part, 2A square. And became what? Became this one. This one we need to do a little bit further. Find their common denominator is A, 4A squared, right? So here became negative 4AC plus B squared. Right, Mason? Did you learn this one before?
In Khan Academy.
Yep. Okay, so let me rewrite here. So put a B square in front. Oh, someone put here. Okay. Actually, it's B minus 4AC and 4A squared. All right, very good. So everyone can understand this step right now, right? All right, so both sides square root, take this away, and this one became square root, positive and negative, right? All right, so we write pretty big, the screen pretty big. Let me erase partial of the right part out. Okay, let me write a little bit smaller as well. All right, let's go this way. So let me write the top right corner. So x equal negative b. We move this part to the right. This part to the right. Right? Too quiet now. Anyone can give me some noise?
Uh,
All right, that's good enough. That's good enough. Thank you. Right?
Hash lower SFX.
Okay, so you can see this part will this one be over 2a, move to the right, will be got this part. Let me reorganize this one first. So x equal what? But before we do that, well, just important thing here. B squared minus 4ac should be what? Greater or equal 0, right? If they are less than 0, will be show up I. What are we talking about? The imagination number. But if they are greater or equal 0, we can go square root like this. If they are negative number, they will be add I here. All right. So we don't need to talk about I here, but we should be mentioned. This one should be greater or equal 0. We give this one a new name. Give not new name. Someone already named it. Called discriminant. Discriminant. Discriminant, or Miss N. Right? Sometimes people use the delta to describe this one. All right. So, all right, let me reorganize this one. Sorry. Square root b squared over 4ac over 2a. All right. So at least the delta need to be greater or equal to 0. All right. Let me rewrite. Let me take this screen off Can you please write down, take your notebook, write down this one. This is called quadratic formula. That's what we are objective to do here today. Quadratic formula. Write down, please write down. Use your notebook, write down. Post a big, huge one next to your room, bedroom, whatever room. Make sure you can remember these kinds of formula. We will use it many times in our homework in near future. All right. Did you guys write down all of them? Take your notebook.
Yes.
You can, the bigger, the better. Put in your notebook, take whole page, write this out, post somewhere next to your bed. Make sure each morning come up to take a close look. What's this? Why, how you got this? So we talk this process. Maybe near future, we will review this back again. All right. So everyone write down. I will clear most of this part here. Let me go. All right. So you guys write down already. Let me clear all. I don't need a new board. Did you guys write down? Make sure I cover.
Yeah, we wrote it down.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
I have it memorized.
All right. If you not,
This song.
if not write down, I need to rewrite. Make sure you guys do it actually. All right. So can you guys read it out? What's the top part? A numerator.
Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a.
Very good. Over 2a. So a is the coefficient of the degree of 1, right? B is the coefficient of this one. And C is the constant number here. Make sure the equation right part is 0, equals 0. All right. Okay. All right. Let me have some example here. Let's go back to see earlier what are we doing. These examples. All right. So right now I also say suspect I'm doing wrong. But let's see here. So what's the A? A equal what?
9.
B equals to what?
Negative 11.
Negative 11. Negative 11.
Equals 7.
Negative 11.
7.
C equal 7. Right?
So equals to 11 plus minus 121 minus.
So X equal, yeah, X equal. So minus B is negative 11, right? B, we replace this B with the negative 11 plus minus negative 11 square minus 4. A is 9, C is 7, right? Here is 2 times 9, right? Okay, so what do we got? This is positive 11, right? What this one inside? It's 121 minus how much? 28, 10, 9, 7, 18 plus 7, 250.
252.
Yep. So inside here, the discriminant here is less than 0 actually, right? So here is negative 100. The inside here is negative 131, right? So it's became imagination number. We need positive negative. And 18, right? Make sure this is I here. I here. Because of this number is less than 0, square root of negative number became positive negative I, right? So yes, earlier what we do is correct. Actually, the answer, the setting is not very right. All right, that's good. So you guys need to, let me give another example. Let's see more examples here. Say m squared over 2 equal m plus half. Okay, my question is, what a equals to, what b equals to, what c equals to? Can you guys say something? Answer here. What a equals to? Ian, Allison, Jessica, Chris.
I'm taking notes right now.
Okay. What's a equal here? Jessica. Jessica, can you answer? Jessica, are you there?
What?
Can you answer what's this question here? What's the a equals to?
A,
Uh-huh.
2.
What's a equals to? Nope. All right. So before we answer that one, most of the time that's what I say. Need to move to proper transforms like this. All right. So actually need transform like this. We move all the terms to one side. Make the rest. Yes, someone answer in the WeChat chat already. Good. So here is minus m, right? Minus half equal 0, right? First, we need to transform into like this status. Means one side is 0, 0. One side, the right side is 0. All the terms in the left side in orders. In degree of 2, degree of 1, and degree of 0, right? The 3 terms. So right now the ABC actually is coefficient of each of them, right? Coefficient of each of them. So you can see this one here. The coefficient of this term is half, right? The coefficient of here is -1. And C is the constant number, is -half, all right? So after that, so you can find the solutions, right? The first you need to find out which one is A, which one is B, and which one is C, right? All right, so let me clear this part. All right. I know this is not good. I try to keep the left part and then try to find the solutions. Take a long time to erase something. Most of the time I like to clear the screen, get a new screen. So next time when I have new examples, I will clear the screen. All right. So since we know that one now, A is decided, B is decided, and C is decided. So X equal -b plus minus b squared minus 4ac, this discriminant, right? Over 2a. So X equal 1. So we just need to replace the A with A, B with the B, C with the -half kinds of thing inside. So negative half, I'm sorry, -1 minus -1 plus minus -1 square, right? B is -1 minus 4, A equal half, C equal -half. Here is too small. Make sure I'm writing good. And over 2 times A is half, right? So X equal, right now here it became +1 plus minus, here is 1 minus 1, right? Here is -2, right? So here is 1 plus 1, right? Sure, it's square root 2 actually, over 1, right? So X actually equal We just rewrite it here. Is it correct, everyone? You see your answer is the same to mine?
Yep. Yeah.
All right, excellent. Wait. Austin,
Never mind.
you. Here is negative half. Make sure each one make sure you write put it incorrect. Firstly, don't try to skip. Don't try to skip step, all right? Make sure just replace the one with the exactly number here. Exactly the one here first before you do move to next step. Important, that's important, something like this one. Don't try to escape. Don't try to say you calculate is very good and try to go next step, something like this one. If you not carefully here, this part it will be 1 minus 1 becomes 0, so you will quickly make a mistake, right? So don't try to escape. Make sure this step write out. First step is try to define A, B, C. Second step, write this out. Third step, put the A, B, C in the formula, quadratic formula, and then simplify it, right? Just need 4 steps. So you can get answers. All right, so Crystal, did you get your answer is same to mine?
Yes.
Good, good. Let me see. I didn't see all. I need to ask someone. Gabby, what about you?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you write down to find the ABC?
Yeah.
Austin, are you doing the same?
Yeah.
Elena, are you doing the same?
Yep.
Good, very good. All right, let's see another one. We have 4 minutes and we have more. We'll just talk 2 more examples, all right? Because of this is so good, so important example, topic. We need to make sure everyone understands this one, all right? All right, let me give 1 more examples here. Okay. All right, so can you guys find out A equal what? B equal what? C equal what? You guys get answer? All right, so most first important is transfer this one to the general mode, general kinds of expression, right? And also make the sequence from the degree, highest degree to the lowest degree, right? So we can get a coefficient of each one. So the coefficient right here is 1, right? From here, B is here, and C is -1, right? So the answers here is x equal, let me write part, have more space here. X equal negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac. If you not remember this quadratic formula, write a note next to you, all right? And then what? We do it this one completely and repeat it one more time, long time. I think after 6 times, you should remember in your mind about this formula, all right? So 2a, a equal 1, right? Negative b, b is negative here, plus minus. All right, this one a little bit complicated, right? So square minus 4, a is, my limit space here, 1, c is -1. -1. My here writing is not so good because of space here. All right, so half, this is positive 2 square root 5 plus minus, what inside? Here 4 times 5, right? Here is plus 4, right? 4 times 1 times -1, so plus, so you got, actually here is 24. 24 became what? 24 can be changed into 2 square root 6, right? over 2. So you can get answers. Right? Did anyone do the same answer to mine? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, totally.
I have some mistake here. Do you guys find out what I mistake? Yes, Y. Yes, Y. Yes, Y. Right?
No,
All right.
your mistake.
Oh, who
Your
finds the same?
mistake in the equation itself. It should have been x squared.
All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Let's do one more example before we ending. Quick example. Quick example. All right. What to do here? All right. Last one. Last example. Easier one. 6a squared. All right. I need you guys give me answer right on the board before you guys leaving.
We can't write on the board.
Oh, I will make it writable.
Shitty.
Allow everyone to write. All right, you guys got Z equal negative B plus minus. Gabby, I cannot let you control the board, but you can write on the board, all right? 2a. All right, so A is 6, B is 3, C is 2, right? So B is 3 plus minus B is 3 squared, right? 4 times A is 6, C is 2, right? 2 times A is 6. All right, so 9 minus something here is a big number, 48. So negative 39 actually, right? So negative 39 became I square root 39, right? Over 12. Okay, did you guys got this answer? Write your answer. Yeah, Kongwei, you can write your answer.
Yep.
Yeah, write your answer. Don't copy mine. Write your own real answer. So if you guys got correct, just you can print. Oh, forgot one more thing. Homework code. Homework code 571978. I will put a whiteboard.
571978.
Code. All right. So you guys done. You can leave it now. Have a good day, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pretty
Thank
sure.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
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 Oh, don't forget your code.